Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Longhorns ready to get this thing started and open the season. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bussy. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. RPO complete to open the drive. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Quarterback making checks. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Hale. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. He asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Toss to the outside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, pitch on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the big tackle.
Wants to fire on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Hale. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Creates a little room. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season. Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Aggies come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Grabbed behind the line. It's Owens. Breaks into the open. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Looking downfield on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Owens. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Back to pass on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Owens. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
They're about to snap it for the 10th time on this opening drive, but they need a conversion to keep the drive alive on third down. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
Texas A&M will line up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
That player is so lucky he did not put that football on the ground. What a tackle by that defender. Phenomenal individual effort getting that tackle for loss.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Looking for the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies! When they have something to cheer about here, this Kyle Field crowd is the most choreographed group in all of college football.
They've got so many chants and cheers that I had no clue about Reese until we visited. And you see it's choreographed, it's perfect together. And how about this choreographed start? Exactly how they drew it up early, getting this place going bananas.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. He'll bring it out. It's Butler. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun. Give on the inside. He breaks a tackle. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Leaves it with the back. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Back to throw, it's Manning. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Longhorns decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Craver. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Really good job there on the pitch and catch. You think about Texas A&M and their ability to recruit receivers in recent years. It's been about as good as anybody, I think. You think about names like Mike Evans, Christian Kirk. They're getting guys not just in the state of Texas, but nationally that want to come to College Station and they want to catch passes in this offense. They knows that gives them a chance to play on Sundays, and this guy, I think, is going to be one of those guys that we're seeing playing in the league.
Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Defense is locked in this game so far. They've been shutting this offense down. I think one of the biggest reasons why is they are not letting this running back do anything in this game. They are trying to make them one-dimensional. They're being physical close to the line of scrimmage. They've had a really good game plan, and they are executing beautifully.
And the Aggies need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Caught in the backfield. It's Owens. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking for the first down. Texas A&M lines up on 4th. Looks as if he's going to run it. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Man, can you imagine if they hadn't picked up the first down? It would have been, what are you doing running the football?
No, the fans would be so irate. That's one of those, well, come on, what is that? You can't be that concerned. Oh, yeah, no. That was a great call. Good job. That was a great job. Perfect.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He will not get there. A stop on 3rd down leaves him with a 4th down from the 18-yard line.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Good timing on the quick out.
What's the heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a cheap shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the offense trying to get the screen pass to the running back and get him out into space to do some damage, but the defense not having it. No gain on that play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide, that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking for the score. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. the shotgun, they go to the ground. Picks up the first down. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
1st and 10 from their own 13. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Pulls it in. It's Cooper.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. The sure hands. It's Wingo. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads it left. Makes a connection. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man downfield. Oh, a lot of space. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Quarterback sneak trying to get a push. Sneak gets it done.
Momentum is such a real thing in college football, and scoring that touchdown here in this 2-minute situation at the end of the half is massive for them. It's going to help their confidence going in at halftime. If they're able to get this extra point and tie this thing up, watch out for them in the 2nd half.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Bring it back from inside the 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. To the air on 1st down. He lofts one down the sideline. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down. Did Bevo really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys.
And that's what's so cool about this rivalry. When you have the back and forth and who did what, going all the way back to 1894, Reese's first birthday, what an amazing rivalry.
There have been a lot of good players during that stretch, too. Think about Ricky Williams from the Horns, Johnny Manziel, Texas A&M. So many great coaches have patrolled the sidelines in this rivalry for years.
Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Slings it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Owens. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the 1st down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. Catch in the middle. It's Owens. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Wants to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to throw, it's Manning. He lobs one high down the left side. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. It'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Washington. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. The Longhorns, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Wingo. Hard running there. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it down at the 34. The Longhorns will hustle to the line. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. The Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. Back to throw, it's Manning. He wants to go deep. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Texas! Looking for the tie with the extra point. Follow, the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Coming out with it, it's Bussy. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking for room. It's Owens. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the...
Oh, he's got some space. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Unleashes one deep. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him.
Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
Well, a big key for this defense coming into this game was could they impact this guy when he drops back to pass. We all know he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in all of college football. And they weren't sure, honestly, if they were even going to be able to get him to the ground. They just wanted him to get rid of the football earlier than he needed to.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And the Longhorns will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He takes it at the 45. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Sends it back in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Bunch formation for these receivers. He wants to change this route. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
After the missed connection, it's second down. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Manning. Here's a heat. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle, prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's going up top. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the Longhorns send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. On the run, it's Hampton. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the snap, it's Hampton. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the 1st down marker. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Hampton. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. So 1st down will open up the final period. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.